All right, let me tell Christina I'm live. Hold on. All right. First of all, good morning to everybody out there. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully good. You know what I mean? Um, Other than that, what's up to everybody? Right. Like I said, man, I've never been like condescending. I've never been fake. I've never been a lot of the qualities that a lot of people are exhibiting lately. Right. Always been real. Always kept it real. Always been the real deal. You know, even my friend told me, we were talking right now. Even my friend told me, he said, like, yeah, like they don't like your confidence. You know what I mean? Like, it's all the same, man. It's just like they say, like, they not going to like you. Like, of course they not going to like you. They're not going to like you because you represent confidence. You represent everything that you're supposed to be. Um, Here, let me tell Christina she can type to me. Yeah. I want to ask you something, but I kind of wanted to type it, but I'm on here right now. But I'll explain it when I type. Uh, it's nothing that's really that big of a deal right now, but right now I'm trying to kind of waste some time for a little, and I just know that I got to charge this. I need to get both my phones charged if possible. Um, but here, let me just ask you real quick so you can answer. Hold on. I'll ask you right now, typing. It said sometimes I don't get the notifications, and it's weird because I have notifications on. You know what I mean? Uh, Hold on. So I got some time to waste right now. You know what I mean? I've been kind of just going everywhere by myself, dolo out here. I got some homies already. I pretty much got everyone on my side already. And again, I've been looking into all this stuff with that ministry with what they did, and I found out what's going on. And I found out that I'm not the only person that that they've done this to. That they have a habit, okay? And I want people to really hear what I'm saying. Why I don't just go out of my way to, I don't talk smack about people. I don't say anything that ain't true. Yeah, it is weird, right? How the notifications don't work. But that's why I have to get out of StreamYard sometimes and go look at what you said, and I'll miss like all of it. But I'm gonna keep doing that so I can hear what you have to say because I love you and what you have to say is all that matters. Everyone else really don't matter, as far as for me, as far as I'm concerned. But what was I saying? Yeah, they have a habit of bringing people out here, and you got to really look at it because, like I said, I mean, what do you call that? Is it not everything that I said the valley is? Is it not everything that I said is the issue? So my thing is like this: we gave the valley a chance as far as Tyree Sneed. We gave the valley every chance to not be like this. Okay, every chance. And if they're just going to keep showing us that they're ignorant and this is how they operate, and that's all they know how to do, okay, is just discriminate. I mean, what do you do at that point? No wonder people call you what they call you. No wonder people look down on the valley. And I've done my best. I've tried to give you a good name. Do not blame me, but I'm just done being the good guy or the nice guy. And I have to do that for me in my position. So I hope that the people out there who are good from the valley, I hope that you can understand that this is a thing based off of complete blatant just discrimination towards me, and we all know what it's based off of. And I got to stand up for myself. So don't take it personally. If the shoe fits, wear it. It's not against all y'all who in the valley at all. This is a personal thing with certain people, but I'm not going to back down. And it's just that simple, just like I didn't in jail. And it's always them who's coming from this place of discrimination, not me. Like, I see everybody equal, but I'm not doing these things that they're doing. I'm not ever doing anything really towards anyone other than the right thing. So it's like, how do I put it? Like I said, I mean, I live my life with arms wide open. I gave every chance to correct this behavior in their act. They don't want to. All right, cool. No problem. No problem. Because you again, nobody understands who I am. They don't understand the kind of power I have. So it's like now I'm just gonna be the old mean or really mean guy, as far as people who are concerned. So it's like not with everybody, of course, but the people who don't deserve me to be nice, I'm not gonna be nice to no more. You know? So it is what it is, man. Let me see. Yeah, I understand, honey. You're right. But yeah, it's just gonna, it's gonna take a little bit of time, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, I mean, like I said, people vastly underestimate me, man. I'm a lot smarter than your average bear. Okay, I am the real deal, and they know, these people know they're getting exposed. But yeah, that's what they do. I mean, tell me how that's not illegal. This is what I'm sick of, is how all the corrupt people, they sit there and they try to target innocent people like me for opening our mouth. But this is reality and the truth, and there's nothing you could do about it. Okay, and you can't target me no more because I was just too big and bad for me to be targeted. Right, so I'm gonna say it again. These people have a habit of doing this, of picking people up and then taking them out in the middle of nowhere and dropping them off. This is a thing that's been happening in different ways all over the country. Y'all better start paying attention, man. You know what I mean? Because this could be connected to a really sinister plot, what I'm going through. I mean, you gotta, and I already know it is, you gotta really think, bro. Like, how to explain this, man? Let me explain to y'all what's going on, bro. These people are going to these places and recruiting people to try to come to a ministry while they're dumping people off at these locations. Does that make sense? So they're leaving people stranded habitually, and then they're trying to pick other people up. Like, what is that? What how is that not connected to basically, like, I mean, it's common sense. How is that not illegal? You understand? And the fact is that it is. And that's why I'm trying to expose this publicly. I'm not trying, I already have, but I'm trying to really go in and explain to people the nature of what's happening and what's going on. It's like when these people talk and they tell all their high-fed stories about how they're so bad, and their story about God that's all a lie. And it's like, but you're sitting there telling on yourself, talking about, you realize you were the bad guy, or you are the bad guy. I mean, you're still the bad guy. Not only are you the bad guy, but you're really not a good bad guy. Like, you're not good at it. I He's asking me for a lighter. Um, but yeah, you're not really good at being the bad guy. Like me, I'm an excellent bad guy. I really am, man. Because I'd be the good guy to coward. I mean, I'd be the bad guy to cowards all the time. I'm one of the best bad guys there is. You know what I mean? I'm like the best villain there is. You feel me? I'm the villain to people who are villains. Feel me? Try to catch up, right? To the public. Christina, I love you. Um, so like I said, people just don't understand. You got to really watch my videos, man. Look at my content, bro. When I told y'all I'm Batman, I wasn't playing around, man. That's the one thing that is real. Everything is real over here, but I'm saying, despite what I'm going through, you know, if I can't make it or what, because it's blocking my air, just understand that I was the real deal through and through. And that's why this happened to me and why I went through this. And I did this whole time, with what's happening to me physically. I mean, that's beyond amazing. It's beyond impossible. And I've accomplished it. It's something real that I've done. I mean, and you got to understand, bro, I'm a menace. Like, seriously, hold on. That guy was nice. He was joking around with me. People are pretty cool out here, man. Like, honestly, they pretty cool, a lot of them. But, like I said, man, people just don't get it, bro. Like, it's just like the reading said, like, they didn't know how brave you are. How do you not know that? I mean, I'm standing right in front of you and I can't even breathe, and I'm still shutting you down. I'm still exposing you. I'm still doing everything and running circles around you. You feel me? How could people not know when they do know? That's my question. What I'm trying to explain to y'all, man, is this is not something that I can let up on, okay? Because this is my job, okay? Like I said, I was ordained by God to do what I do. You have every right as a civilian to stand up against crime and corruption and to stand up for yourself, right? And we have to. We don't have a choice. These people didn't give me any choice. They're all corrupt. They're all corrupt little cowardly snakes, and you don't have a choice but to stand up, and that's it, and stand up to them all. They didn't give me a choice. So, like I said, for me, they came for me. I didn't bother them. You know what I mean? So, I mean, at the end of the day, it just is what it is. So, basically, right? How do I explain this to y'all? Um, Sorry, it's just a lot of inflammation in my left side. Mostly, I can feel it, and it's just blocking my air. But I told you what I took last night for it, honey. I don't know if you can let me know right now what you think, if that's the best option, if you think it's just going to take time, or what, because it's just so difficult because it's hard to explain to you because it's inflammation everywhere and it's going into where I breathe all the time and blocking it, and this has been the issue since day one is I didn't see and still don't understand how I can make it through it because even when I would take stuff for it, I would feel it going into my back where my heart and my lungs are. And that's the issue is that sounds like there's a hole through me, which is what I've been trying to explain to everybody. So it's like to heal from this is going to take a miracle. This is not just a regular thing that people go through. This is insane. Okay? And that's just the truth, But I do have faith. I do try to, keep believing, but it's hard, man. It's hard when I can't get air, like right now, But nonetheless, like I said, I mean, these people just don't get it, man. Like honestly, bro, like y'all really, really messed up, bro. Like you really made a huge mistake here, and you dropped the ball. It had nothing to do with just me. It has to do with the fact that, like I told you, you picked the right guy to do all this to. You picked the perfect guy. Like you've won the lottery. Like it's what these people don't understand. Like some of us are making careers out of exposing corruption, right? So, the thing they don't understand, I mean, all you've done is help me really in its entirety. You didn't want to, right? It wasn't your intention, right? You didn't want to help me. The enemy never wants to help, right? They want to cause whatever damage they can, but they're all cowards and they can't stand on the issue to your face, right? I'm gonna say it again, man. At what point did anyone actually in my face confront me as a man? Never. At what point would anyone pretend they can control me or tell me what to do? And what does that have to do with the experience that I signed up for when it has nothing to do with it. You all have ruined a good thing, like narcissists will do if you allow them. There's nothing to do with God and what you're doing. There's nothing to do with church and what you were doing. How in the hell do you expect to continue to do your illegal activity when you are now exposed publicly and people watch me all over the valley and everywhere else? And if I say the name of the ministry, it's going to really, really grab some attention. I, at this moment in time, don't want to bless you like that because you don't deserve more attention. Because that's what happens in this world is everybody's so evil and weird and backwards. They start sitting there and assisting and helping the evil people. Like, it's like, dude, can you hear? Do you not understand what's happening here to us, to everyone? You don't understand we're supposed to be in this together. You don't understand that you are not them. And these people are all slow. How can you win when, like I said, all the people close to you, like with me, outside of Christina, all these people are cowards and snakes. You feel me? All these people are not only cowards and snakes, but they're out to get me. They're against me. All right? Hold on. I don't care what you're doing. You don't know it. Honestly, bro, I hate when people get in my way, man. It's really frustrating. So, like I was saying, that's the whole thing, man. They was running their mouth. All of them running their mouth every day, running their mouth. No, I'm not letting that go. No, I'm not. I'm not letting that slide. I haven't let none slide in 35 years of living on this planet. I'm not about to start now. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you hide behind. No, 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 no. Nope. Can't do it. I'm sorry. Tyree Sneed can't do it. Right? You're the great Sam Gerard. Yes, I am. And you always have to win. Yes, I do. You understand? So, I mean, like I said, these people are so ignorant, they don't even know what they walked into. They have no clue. Okay. They're starting to figure it out a little bit. I guarantee that because they watching this channel. I bet you that they probably listening right now. Like, hi, Hada. Hi. Right? I thought that I couldn't do for myself. I thought that I'm you now and I'm unresourceful and I'm incapable, right? And I'm you now. I'm somehow because you've now acknowledged my presence, now I'm you. How does that make sense? Now I've got the issues you got in your mind. It is absolutely ridiculous, homie. I ain't never seen stuff like this, man. That wouldn't none of this fly 10, 20 years ago. None of it. This is all a new age thing. Cowards. Like I said, everybody had every ample opportunity to say whatever they wanted to my face. Nobody said anything. Not without me responding. Not without me not backing down. So what they don't understand is just like the reading said, like the reading you said, like they don't get it. Like you're the alpha male. Like, you're completely dominant. Always. Like, what are you all talking about, bro? Like, do you understand how petty you are? It's basically like you took a lion and then tried to talk to me like I was a cat. And the lion's just sitting there trying to be nice to you, looking at you like, you do realize I'm a lion, right? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm telling you the truth. You got people who's soft as it gets, who's softer than a cupcake and a muffin. And they was really talking about they street, but they not in the streets. You see what I'm saying? Like, do you understand why that's so offensive to somebody like me that stays in the street, that goes to the hood, that does all these things willingly because I want to? I'm attracted to the ghetto and the hood. I'm attracted to problems. I'm attracted to drama. You know what I mean? Like, you are not me. You are not built like me. How dare you sit there and really think that you're gonna make up stories and try to portray being a coward like, oh, you're bad, you're tough now. Like, what? I ain't never seen people so delusional in my life. Honestly, every time that they got on the podium and talked in any church, right? By the end of the spiel and the the dribble that they were regurgitating onto the podium, onto the mic, right? Like literally every time I was like, wow, I have never seen such hypocrites in my entire existence. I mean, literally, I'm talking like it's like they're teaching hypocrisy. But you claim this is a church. Remember, there's different ministries, right? Oh, there's a sign right here that says anything helps. That's funny. Let me take a video of this. Hold up. See what I'm saying? You see the tricks they pull? Camera wasn't supposed to be on right there. And I'm in the middle of a lot right now. You know what I mean? That's the last thing I need, but this is what they do. Okay. This is why I'm building a federal case against all these companies. Okay. I'm literally the top case in this country, easily, in the world, with what was done to me, what happened to me, that you're witnessing me go through. Again, you all are going. I'm not giving anyone a choice. The whole world, you're going to acknowledge my pain. You're going to acknowledge what I went through. This isn't fake like your stories. You're going to acknowledge what you did to me. You understand? And you're going to sit there and you're going to listen. Okay. And then you're going to give me what I'm owed, which is a whole lot. It's not that they turned it on, honey. It's just that, I go and I don't hit the button to come in here. Hold on. Honey, did you hear that stuff playing right now? That Cardi B, Offset, Cardi B, Offset. You're annoying as hell. I was gonna say you can make your name that, Christina. You can call it like your screen name can be like Christina give blank on Tyree. Let's start talking like them. I'm just saying, bro. I mean, you can't be serious, bro. Like, who talks and thinks like this? Like, how ignorant has our society gotten? I got dudes that I'm talking to right now that seeing eye to eye with me. Like, we clicked immediately, like I told Christina, me and this one dude, because real recognize real. Like, he just understands. A lot of them understand, you know what I mean? And then some of them, they get intimidated by it or whatever. It is what it is. I had one dude I sat down next to my homie. He got up. He was like, "Oh, I don't want to be associated with this or something." I don't know what he was talking about. Maybe he was talking about something unrelated to me. It was weird though. I mean, I don't know what that means. Not be associated with what? Strength? Not be associated with getting on the ball? Like I don't, you know what I mean? I don't get that. I'm the same dude everywhere I go, man. I don't change for nobody. That's what people understand with me now. Is like, okay, he real. It's just that simple. He's a brick wall. You ain't gonna move through him. You know what I mean? I don't care if people like me or not. I wouldn't care if everybody hated me. I've been hated on my entire life. Like there's a line around the block, right? So I'm gonna say it again, man. First of all, some people cool, okay? Because one guy really, 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 really like stepped up for me and helped me out. And it's so crazy, man, because honestly, when I first met him, he was the last person I thought would ever do that for me. You know what I mean? So it's God is real. And he tells me that and I know it, God is real. So I just want to say on here, I apologize to anybody if you take anything I say wrong or if I've said anything negative that actually wasn't true. That's not my intention. I'm just saying how I feel and what I'm seeing. and I'm just, trying to mirror for people to try to help them. Really, I'm never malicious. I'm just trying to help. So sometimes I show a little bit too tough of love. That's just how I was raised, and that's how I am. But yeah, man, he really stepped up for me, man. He's a good dude. And I didn't expect that. I didn't know that. I didn't expect it, and it was nice. It was surreal. You know. Um, I don't know. He's cool. He's actually been like a good dude towards me, and he really has a lot of respect for me. And he doesn't have to, so I really appreciate that. Because nobody has to. You know. And he does. He texts me he messages me like the pound fist. You know what I mean? Like, to stay strong. Like, he knows that I'm going through a lot. He knows that uh he knows that, like, I train. I'm a martial artist. Like, I study Mike Tyson. Like, he knows what I'm trying to go into and what I'm doing somewhat. So he understands that, like, I'm the real thing. I'm not something fake. You know. So I just really appreciate that, man. So I hope he hears that, and I try to let him know that and tell him that. But yeah, I mean, it's unreal what it means to me. For me, especially because it's not something I get out of a lot of people. You know. And like I said, people don't have to be nice to you. People don't have to respect me. Um, I don't think that they do, but I've definitely earned it. You know. Let me see what Christina said. Keep talking for me, babe, because I'm reading everything you're saying. Yeah, nobody did learn anything in school, but that's the school's fault because the schools don't teach anything but programming. That's what people don't get. Like right now, like, you know, I walk by universities and schools all the time. You know, and it's like, I mean, you know, it's hard to explain. Hold on, it's getting loud out here. Like, I'm going to be going on a lot of campuses too. I'm probably going to be speaking publicly at campuses if I can make it through this because my story is something they need to hear. Um, but that's the whole thing. We occupy the same world, we live in the same world, and most of them, they'll look down on me or look at me like I'm an outcast, or they're confused and can't figure me out. And I understand it because of societal programming, but it just doesn't exist. What you have to understand is this. Okay, hold on. When y'all went to college, or if you're going to college, I've already been there and done that. Okay, I finished all my basics. All right, a long time ago. I'm 35. I like age backwards. I look real young. Um, what you got to understand is that you're thinking on a different level than me. That's below me, and I'm not trying to be. I'm just being honest. And what I mean is, I'm really Batman in real life. So I have a purpose. I have everything, every fiber of my being is geared towards being Batman. You understand? So that's different. That's it gives you a lot more focus. So it's like you could see me, and I may be down and out for real, but I'm still Batman. Does that make sense? That's not a negative, that's a positive, because I have my identity. That's what most people, narcs, are struggling and fighting for, an identity, because you can't get one through being fake. You can't get one through anything the society gives you because they don't give you anything sustaining or satisfying. Does that make sense? So it's like, how do I explain it? Hold on, I'm trying to breathe and I can't. Hopefully I don't just collapse because it's that bad. Um, but yeah, you hear me, I'm going through it, bro. I mean, you might not be able to hear it really, but I hear it. But it's blocking me completely. Um, but yeah, basically what I'm trying to explain is, a lot of people that go to college, what do they go to college for? To be programmed. Well, they call it television programming, right? So you go to college, you take your courses, you try to get a degree. The degree is worthless, and now at this point, it's really worthless because they don't even want to hire college graduates because you're entitled and they can't stand your generation. Just like a lot of times I feel the same way, but I try to bite my tongue. And it's not that I can't stand you; it's that I feel sorry for you. You know, and I'm trying to help and educate people like you. So again, while you may see me and judge me falsely and think I'm a nobody, I have nothing, I'm just a failure. That's fine. I'm cool with that because I'm old school. I'm not a snowflake. I don't mind judgment, whether it's false or true, regardless. I don't mind being down in your eyes or whatever, because again, I'm just me. But the truth is that I've been extremely successful. I still am. I own a ton more equity than any of your fake celebrities. And it destroys me inside how people still are talking about how I heard a guy today this morning and they think they're smart. And it's like, dude, you are so beyond ignorant. Still running their mouth talking about that, oh, this guy is that and he owns this and he has this stock or equity or he's rich. And they think these people are rich. I've been trying to explain it to this society for so long. There is no Freemason who is rich. There is no CEO of a company who is rich. There is no such thing as anyone in this world right now. If you're part of a corporation or Freemasonry, which is what all corporations are under, who is rich? It is all a lie. I have proven every single individual lie. I have not just talked. I am not here for you to not catch up to what I'm teaching. I'm here for people to look into me, research my name, Tyree Sneed, and look into when I did radio over 25 years ago. Okay, talking about the same stuff, but in a different light and really different issues, right? But talking about the matter at hand. Let me see. So false judgment can't hurt you or me because it isn't based in reality, right? So why would I care if someone believes lies or delusion, right? I wouldn't, because lies and delusion I don't deal with. Exactly, but that's why these people, they just start trying to press me online and do all these other tactics because they know that they don't have anything to say that bothers me. You feel me? I know it's truth and reality and that God is on my side all the time. Right. You're right. Sorry, honey, I'm having a lot of trouble breathing at all right now. So hopefully I make it. But um, like I said, trying. How do I explain it? I mean, like I said, man, I told everybody what happened to me. Like I said, this has nothing to do with me. It's not. It's just it's something people did to me. Coward stuff behind my back, and this is why they did it, because they were so jealous of me and my life and me living my life and how beautiful it is that they did this. They've been trying to get me up out of here for a long time, different people, okay, working together for the most part, and it is what it is. I can't do anything to stop it at this point or about it, but what I can do is tell people the truth as long as I'm able to, right? And that is the truth. Like I said, these people were making calls to Seton Hospital, and this happened to me. And Seton Hospital is 100% responsible for what they did to me. Okay? What you should do is when you work at a business or a company, you shouldn't take phone calls from strangers who are malicious and start conversating with them about an individual who is a patient or goes there. That's illegal. Okay? And 100%, right? It's just obvious what has happened, and it's obvious that allegedly that has happened. It is obvious. Okay? So, and I mean a lot worse stuff than that. Okay? And this is coming out in the readings. So everything I'm talking about, it's not just me talking, I'm proving it. Okay? Now, what I need you to understand again, what do these people really think that they got from me, and what do they think they're going to do with me, in all honesty, with the amount of power that I have at this point? I mean, I have everybody's freedom in my hand. Okay. I've got leverage basically on everybody without even trying. These people are who taught me about leverage and how important it can be, right? When you're dealing with against corruption, right? Because that's what they try to gain, right? So it's like, end of the day, bro, how'd I put it? I don't know, man. I mean, to me, just people are funny, you know? Like, how are you going to operate now or do your little illegal stuff if I've already exposed you? If Batman is actively doing what he does, how are you going to do what you do? Okay, I want to say it real slow because criminals are delusional. How are you going to do what you do if I'm not allowing it to happen? That's the part I'm asking. Is these people really aren't listening. I have the power to stop any illegal organization of which I choose. Again, this is power ordained to me through God, by God. Okay? How in the hell do people expect to continue to operate like this? And why is it that these people are so lazy that they don't know how to make it any other way? That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that it's time for these people to retire. Okay. And like I said, when I try to take over some of these organizations the right way and buy everything out in buildings and everything, I want to fire all of them and have them all fired. I'm going to be who's in charge. So they will be fired immediately. You will resign from your fake position. Hold on. And it's that simple. And we'll go from there. Okay. So, I mean, for me personally, that's all I want to see. I want to see this whole system crumble and burn the way it deserves and what I already know is going to happen, right? And I want to see karma in play, real karma, and I want to see things change. That's all that I really want to see. And I hope that we get to that point, man. I want to see these people get locked up for their crimes. I want justice, right? I want true justice. And the thing about justice is you can never wait for other people to do it for you. You just can't. That's the truth. You feel me? It's in God's hands. Don't get me wrong, but you got to take matters into your own hands at some point. And what's funny to me is I have a history of taking matters into my own hands, and people, still want to pretend like, oh, yeah, it's all fake or it's a game, and we're gonna play with you. And nobody plays with me, partner. Nobody. That's just the truth. Nobody. I mean, it don't matter who you are. At this point, like I said, I can take on any organization, any authority that's not an authority, anyone, and I'm going to win. I'm going to win. I mean, it's regard. I can't lose basically to you. And do you understand why? For the most part, why is because all y'all some cowards and you ain't got nothing for me. Seriously. I mean, it's funny at this point. Like legit. Why is this? What is going on with this thing? Hmm. Okay, I don't know. Let me see if there's another one. Oh yeah, and you're right, Christina, because I did get a backpack, like I told you I needed, and it's a nice one. It's like an Under Armour. I'm gonna put the video up in a minute, probably. Right now I'm looking for an outlet because I need to try to charge this other phone, but I don't know if these outlets work out here. Let me see. So yeah, basically, when these people are running their mouth, it's like that's the worst thing you could do, because then you're just gonna piss me off. And when I get pissed off, I just go harder. You know what I mean? So that means I'm just going to go out my way to expose you even more, right? I'm going to go out my way to shut down your illegal activity. I'm going to go out my way to make sure that you're not making any money, because you're not going to make money off of illegal activity and off of doing things that damage others, especially innocent people. Okay? So it's like, I don't know, man. I really don't know what's wrong with people. I really don't know what they think. I don't know what they tell themselves. But I can tell you one thing: they're all delusional as it gets. They delulu, all of them. Okay. Again, you don't know me. You vastly underestimate me. You have no comprehension how mean I am. You have no comprehension what I've been through and what I've done. You have no comprehension all the enemies I've had in the past and how they all lost to me horrifically. You have no idea. You have won the lottery, all of you. I'm talking about all you evil people, and that's who I'm talking to. And I'm being clear as day. I ain't biting my tongue, right? Okay. It's not difficult, bro. People want to act like it's complicated. They want to act slow and act like they don't get it. You ought to get it. Okay, I think this one is charging now. So I'm gonna try to sit here for a second. But yeah, honey, like I said, I mean, I took the medicine yesterday, and then you see I'm still going through this. So it's like medicine. I don't know. Like, is it working or not, or will it not work for this? Is there any answer for this at all? I don't know. Because I keep trying everything in rotation, and it's not working. Nothing. You know. I think I'm all right for a minute, then I'm not, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm trying my best, right? And at the end of the day, I just want you people to really understand what happened to me. I'm not gonna go over it again. All you gotta do is trace the channel back. I talk about it all the time. But I want you to really understand the capacity of how powerful what I'm doing is. Again, most of you are worried about getting a job at a company. I'm the man who's taking down every company, the entire structure. I'm taking the companies down via exposing them. I am shutting the corporate system. That means every corporation down by exposing the truth about it, of which it came from, what it is for, which is evil, the design that came from whatever God, the devil, whatever entity that is evil that is doing this, the king of all lies, who is going to lie to you about his name, right? So he's going to tell you he's a good guy. The same entity that has the slogan divide and conquer. I've been trying to promote unity for years and years and years. Tried to promote unity with all these people. I don't want division. I love problems. You understand? That's what people don't get about me. I'm a different kind of animal. You're dealing with an animal that has no fear. You're dealing with an animal who loves conflict. You're dealing with an animal that you don't understand. How are you going to defeat an animal that you don't even comprehend and can't understand? Come on, be real with yourself. You can't. That's the actual truth. Can't defeat what you don't know. That's why I have the Illuminati symbol tattooed on my left forearm, because what I was taught and what I learned and taught myself was you have to study your enemy to defeat your enemy. Okay? It's different. We move different. We are different. Again, you don't understand what's going on. I have footage right now of these places and these companies. And what I learned looking back at the footage is the way that they built the roof, okay, is according to astrological alignment, and they're making it look like the sun. Are you starting to understand what's happening here? What I've stumbled across is part of the same programs that I already shut down. This is part of Freemasonry. Every single one of these organizations, I don't care what it is, what the cover up is connected to Freemasonry. That's why they move like that and are using these homes that they occupy that they don't own. Do you understand? That means that you got people, these people are not making a living, they're making a fake living off of being predatory vultures, trying to feed off other people and their energy, and basically just try to get what they can get, like every man for himself. What kind of system is that? The system of Freemasonry, okay, like William Bill Cooper, who they basically erased everything from the internet because he was the realest thing ever, right? Like me, okay, and he's who inspired me to do radio. I've been doing radio against Illuminati and Freemasonry for like 25 plus years. Devoted my entire life to this and sacrificed everything I had and knew that I was putting my life on the line. And look what happened to me over and over again. A lot of different things have happened to me, things that I may not be able to survive right now, right? I want people to hear what I'm saying. You have no choice but to stand up. You have no choice. I don't care what this system does. You have no choice but to stand up. You cannot take this laying down. You can't. There is no choice. If you do, you are going to lose. And this is not something that you want to lose in. Okay? People really need to wake up and understand what I mean and what's going on. Again, a lot of you will go to college. What would you go to college for at this point, unless it was for extra stuff that you could do? Unless it was to chill while you work on yourself and build your own companies like I do. I could go to college. It would make sense for me. It would only help me. But for these unempowered, disempowered millennials, going to college is not going to do one thing for them. Going to college, okay, is a joke. I'm going to tell you again. They've already passed clauses, okay, that state and say they are not hiring college graduates. Why? Because you're entitled. They don't want you around. They're not going to hire you. It's just like this other stuff. It's pathetic. They want you in these ministries. They want you to finish and complete a 9-month program. They're saying they get you in the church at the revival that happened in Oklahoma City. And this is what they're telling people. You graduated the program. What are you going to do? They stick the mic to their mouth, to their face. Okay, they put the mic in their face, and these people are so slow, they say, I'm going to stay, pray, and obey. What in the hell, in the actual you know what bleep, does that even mean? You're telling me that to you basically everything is a game and you take yourself as a joke, because if you don't know after 9 months of contemplating and supposedly knowing God where you're going to go and what you're going to do, how in the hell are you going to tell me that you studied the Bible and you studied God that entire time? These people are fake, man. All I'm doing is pointing out your hypocrisy. If you don't like it, stop being hypocrites. That's the point. That's what everyone keeps telling you. If you want to keep people in your system, number one, your system basically illegally makes. I mean, if you force someone to panhandle, I'm sorry, but that's illegal as far as I know. I've never heard of that. I don't care what your excuse is, a roof over your head, whatever. It's forced panhandling. That's what it is. That there's no way around it. You can't tell me it's anything else. That's what it is. If you do that, that's illegal. If you do that, it means you have nothing going for yourself. And if you do that and that's how you try to make your money, wouldn't you want more people to make money off of? But you can't keep people at all because you're miserable and nobody likes any of y'all. There's nobody there anymore. Basically, everyone from all the ministries either messed up, made a mistake, got sent home, left. And then these people sit there and say, you know, don't be one of those people that thinks that, things stop when you leave. Everything did stop when I left. Y'all ain't got nothing now but to watch me on here and watch me make a fool out of you. What do you mean? It's like every company I left. Yes, I was the asset. As soon as I left, that was it. It was a wrap. And I'm being realistic with you. I'm not even lying to you. So it's like these people, they don't understand everything you're saying is a lie. It's all hypocrisy. When you sit there and you say righteousness doesn't exist, you're looking at righteousness. Righteousness showed you what time it is. I mean, you sat there and told me, and I know exactly who I'm talking about, and y'all should. Some of you, you sat there and told me a man with a bank account can't tell me about being broke or something. So you trying to tell me you like over 50, 60, 70 and don't have a bank account? And you ain't been through what I've been through? This is my last chance bank account. That means I can't open another one. So you ain't been through nothing? But you're going to tell me how I should live my life and what I should do. How does that make sense? Please explain that to me, Mr. Hypocrisy himself. Do you see what I'm saying? But you want 20% of my money, right? That does that not show the character of who you are, that you're not a pastor? You're exactly what they picked up on the street. Like I told you, they pick up addicts and homeless people and they literally take them to the middle of nowhere and drop them off. This is what they're doing. As far as I've seen and what I'm collecting with all the evidence that I've seen and documented and what I'm looking at, it looks like complete racketeering. It looks like a RICO case, damn near. Seriously. So at what point would you get off running your little 3 foot tall mouth to me on a phone, is what I'm trying to understand, when you have no idea or clue or slightly comprehend the man that you're even typing to? I own you people. Do you understand that? I own you. Okay? And when I get these blessings and all this money, I'm going to really own you, because guess what? I'm not interested in owning you. What I'm interested in now is buying out all them ministry buildings. I want to own the buildings. I want to build like I've wanted my whole life. I want to build shelters for people to come to that actually help them, that get people off the street, something I always wanted to do. Now I know a way to do it. They talk about opening up your own ministry home. Okay, that's something I can work towards as well now. Point is, what I'm trying to explain to y'all is Christina and I are going to have so much money we can't see straight regardless. I mean, what's to stop me from just buying the homes? Better yet, I wouldn't even have to buy the homes because the ministries already have the program set up, correct? If you notice in the reading, what did it say after all this happened just yesterday, I think? It had a picture of like a lion and it said, you who were basically thrown out of the herd or whatever, right? Or rejected from the herd will come back as the leader of the pack. So you're not understanding. These people left that church program millions of times and came back. There's nothing stopping me from coming back other than the devil and the people who he inhabits, other than those weak people. I'm not trying to come back into a program that's not conducive or progressive or going to help me or benefit me. And it's the same thing I wanted to get away from, that I took drastic measures to get away from, clearly, right? But what I am trying to do is buy out the whole thing, or I can just go into it, right? And me and Christina can run it, or we can open our own ministry home, is what you people aren't understanding, what I'm trying to explain and tell you. Okay? Running it the right way, the correct way to help the youth. I mean, there's crazy stuff happening. I'm talking about, there was a guy, okay, that came into this house, and they said that he fled tropical, okay, where Penguin goes, all the people with serious mental issues that are really literally clinically insane, they go to tropical to get their stuff. The guy that we met fled from tropical with an IV in his arm still. I'm talking about real possessed folk. And I talked to this cat. He had tattoos on his face. He was like a little Takashi 6ix9ine, and all he kept talking about is he needed a woman, he needed a girl, and that was the only time he was happy. And that's all he would talk about is, you know what, because he was just, I mean, he wasn't thinking straight ever. He wasn't smart. He was ignorant. So, you know, when you got people like that in the world, and this is what we're looking at, and this is our actual predicament, don't we need to make a holistic change? Honestly, don't you think that we should try to make things better? As bad as things are, don't you think that maybe we should try to help each other and be there for each other as a whole, just like I tried to be there for him and tell him the right advice? And you know what I told him? I didn't tell him what he wanted to hear. I didn't tell him what he thought he was going to hear. I told him straight up what it was. I said, what you need to do is focus on you. That's what I said, because he didn't have somebody who was really there or really loved him, like I have Christina. And as soon as she gets better, she's going to be with me in person physically. He didn't have that. He just had women playing games with him. He's getting their names tattooed on him and stuff. And it's like, dude, I understand and I get it, man. I really do. I understand. I get it. But you got to focus on you. And he couldn't comprehend that. And there's just some people who are just like that. They'll be like that forever. But my point is, you know, sometimes no matter how hard or how bad it is, like my position, it don't get no worse than my position. So what's y'all's excuse? Is anybody feeling me out there? I want to repeat this again. It don't get no worse than what I'm going through. I have been put down by this society as far as I can possibly go. And yet every time I still manage to get back up. And that's what, just like Rocky said, that's how I live my life. Like he said, it's not about how hard it's about how hard can you get and still get back up. He said, because life, I mean, he said, it'll put you on the ground and keep you there permanently if you let it. That is what I represent. It's what I've always represented. And I want, if anything, I want my life and what I've been through and what I go through, no matter what happens to me, I want people to learn that it's about your human spirit at the end of the day. It's about the willpower within you. It's not about the world. It's not about your job title. It's not about how much money you have in the bank. It's not about who you know. It's not about where you're at. It's not about what you're doing. It is about you and your soul. It is about the fact that your soul belongs to you. You do not sell it at any cost. And in that case, you have eternal life, which again proves the deception within the churches and with the whole God thing, because it says to give him your soul and then he'll give you eternal life. It's a lie. There is no discussion about this. I'm not asking anyone. I'm telling you what it is. Your soul, if you keep it, you have eternal life. That is not something God can grant you. Sorry, it's not. It's just like, think about it. You don't think it's sick that these churches teach the youth to put God before your family? That's why we have the problems we have, smart one. We have the problems we have because you all are brainwashed and you're not hearing crystal clear thought. If someone says put God before your grandmother, Or your son or your daughter, does that really make sense to you? Really? So if God needs a plate of chicken, you're going to give him a plate of chicken before you give it to your grandma. You catch my drift? I see pets on Facebook that get treated better than me and fed better than me. Pets, animals. Okay, I know I've seen animals that get pampered treatment, 5-star treatment. They're celebrities. There's tons of animals living better than me in this world. Seriously, there's cats, dogs, there's otters, sea otters, there's all sorts of stuff. They living better than me, way better, treated way better. I don't even think about that for a minute. But y'all got the audacity to run your mouth in a world this sick. You have the audacity to run your mouth on phones like some cowards and think that even makes sense. I don't need to respond to anyone. I laugh at you. You're pathetic. You're silly. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you one thing I never did. I never sat there and bit my tongue in front of no dude's face and then went on a phone and told them how I felt. Ever. I tell you how I feel to your damn face, and I stand on it. I tell everyone, if people have a problem with me, right, they need to say it to my face. I'm a man. I don't back down, period. I ain't never back down. I know how to play smart, but I don't back down. There's a huge difference. Now, ask anyone about me. Ask them if I've ever backed down. Ask them. Ask them if I owe them money or any of that. Hold up. Yeah, good. This other phone is charging right now. I'm talking to you. I'm gonna have to charge this one too. So, you know, let me see what Christina's saying. Hold up. I'm glad you get what I'm saying, honey, because that's the thing. I've tried to explain it to people, and again, I don't push what I believe on anyone. Okay, but if you care about someone, you're going to tell them the truth, and I'm just telling you the truth. I mean, again, everyone needs to hear what I'm trying to teach y'all and what I'm trying to say because I invested and I basically gave up my life for people to learn this because that's what a Messiah does, right? So, number one, if you believed in Jesus Christ, it's impossible to be against me or to say anything malicious towards me because you know that you're proving that you would have done the same thing to him. So let's forget all about that because you're all hypocrites. Number two, I'm an actual Messiah, right? And I'm telling you reality. This is reality. The devil is the king of all lies. So, factually, mathematically speaking, if he's the king of all lies, that means he doesn't say the truth. Like narcissists, they lie if they're speaking. They don't know how to say the truth. They refuse to, literally. Okay. You'd have to force them to. Okay. Let me explain this to you. If he's king of all lies, you ask the devil, what's his name? What does he tell you? He says his name is Satan, right? He's lying. His name is God. God is a code for what you fear. You take the two words good and evil, you pull out what words? God and devil, because the devil is so tricky. He's a trickster, right? Trickster energy. He's so tricky that he created this God and devil and religion stuff as a distraction to keep you from the real war, the only one that exists between good and evil, the one you are watching in front of you right now. That is the most epic battle you have ever seen, ever. And you are seeing what I'm going through and what happened to me. The reason that people did this to me is because I am good. The reason that I get attacked every single day is because I am good. That is the only war going on. Not Iraq, not Vietnam, all that's fake. Our country doesn't even win those wars. They've lost every single one. And then you sit there and you talk about a military force that literally is being used for all these underground operations and everything going on. All the stuff associated with the schools, like I said, the only way that those people can attain what they're using to do those assignments is from the military. So, how in the hell do people not wake up and realize who the enemy is? Simple as that. You go join the military, you a peon and a peasant to me. You can go ahead and see it your way, but you're brainwashed and you looking at the world backwards. You can go ahead and get them benefits. You can go ahead and get your little money because they gonna end up doing they gonna basically mess everyone over like they do. A lot of these vets, they don't get paid, or they find a way to stop paying them, or they don't give them what they deserve. You got vets that have been treated horribly in this country. I've seen them with me a lot of times when I'm homeless. I met them. They don't do nothing for these vets. They don't do nothing for you. The most you might get is a pension for a while. You could get lucky and get a little situation and get some stuff. Meanwhile, your wife's cheating on you. We watched that happen, right? Come on, bro. This system is not what it's cracked up to be. This system is a joke. The system eats its own. What I'm saying is, why don't we create our own system? Again, I'm not asking anyone anything. I'm telling you knowledge. I'm telling you the truth. This is not my belief system. This is what I figured out and found out. It has nothing to do with me. It's not my personal beliefs. This is what I know. Your God character, okay, is a liar. He's not what he's telling you he is. He's not your friend. Your friend is love. Your friend is our creator. Love, source, they are two totally different entities. God is not love. He is not agape. If the devil wrote the damn book divinely, just like Aleister Crowley channeled a book through his wife, literally as she was possessed, this is all facts, study. If that happened and the Bible is divinely written as it is, don't you think he would lie to you in it? Now, there may be little bits of truth sprinkled in there. Just because you dilute a whole bunch of lies with a little bit of truth, don't make the whole thing the truth. That's the problem. Now, look at these ministries. They believe in the Bible literally. That's my issue when people, even readers, say, "Oh, it's all about God and you need to get in your word." The word isn't doing anything but making Armageddon come true. I'm going to teach y'all this one last time because I'm tired and I'm out of patience. The Illuminati, which is designed by Satan, right, uses your subconscious against you. They have taken people out with this tactic, like Proof with Eminem. He sacrificed Proof. Like all these artists, okay, when they did with Proof, this is how it happened. They had Eminem sign a contract to have Proof, you know what, in the music video, like Toy Soldiers. You can go watch it. 8 billion or however many eyes in the world watch that tape repeatedly, right? Because it's a music video. And then it makes it that much more likely to happen in this realm of reality. And it did exactly like that, pretty much. That's how the man went. That's a sacrifice. It's called a satanic sacrifice. Eminem is a clone. Are y'all ever going to wake up? Eminem didn't get blessed. Eminem got replaced, is what I believe. Eminem, it's not the same guy. And then y'all sit here and you talk about it, but you don't talk about the purpose behind it. You don't talk about how they're literally having his fake voice be manipulated and using him as a mechanical engineered robot to market you these cars. He's literally telling you this while he's rapping, while the robot is rapping or clone. How is that possible to do in front of a people and they don't revolt? How is that possible to do in front of a people if you're not sheep? So before you try to type anything to me or tell me anything, any of you cowards, please understand, you're not me. I run this. I'm a lion out here. Okay? You're a minnow. You're a sea minnow. Okay? And sea minnows don't got nothing for no lion. I'm sorry, but they just don't. Okay? Hold on. Said if you think it helps. I don't push what I believe on anyone either, but yes, we are on the same page, belief-wise page. Satan is the king of lies. And that's my whole thing. I would never mislead anyone away from God in the sense of spirituality and love and who our true creator is. But what I'm trying to tell you is I truly believe, and how would my creator choose me and say, "You're the chosen one and you ain't done nothing wrong," if I was wrong in what I'm telling y'all? I'm telling you the truth, man. The word God is a code for what you fear. If you choose to fear nothing, which means you're operating in what? Love. That is what they don't want. We are all vibrational beings. You choose love or fear. It's that simple. If you're living in love, you're going to go to heaven. If you're living in a vibration of love, you're going to move quicker and enjoy life and do things that are happy and help people. If you're in fear-based vibration, you're going to be a narcissist who's miserable, and they're the people who continue to be responsible for all these crimes, and they're literally taking us out every day. I see news stories every day, bro. Think. Use your mind, use your head. You got a brain, use it, all of you. Instead of thinking, oh, I know what's up. Why are you going to believe what people told you? If man is your enemy, clearly, and they ain't doing nothing for us and betraying and not helping me, what makes you so different? You feel me? So my whole point is, if that's what they doing, and they hand you a book that whatever it's still manipulated by man, why would you believe it? You see what I'm saying? And that's all I'm trying to say is I'm trying to say people don't, they're never going to wake up. People don't see what I see. They don't understand actual reality. And that's exactly right. Satan is the king of all lies. So again, my point is this. What God did is he deceived the entire world. It's in the Bible. That's why it says the serpent will riseth that what? Deceiveth the entire world. So he's telling you right there. I understand how hypocritical people are. He's telling you right there, he's deceiving you and lying to you. Right in your face. This is what narcs do. They do it right in your face because they're the demon possessed. Okay? It's all spiritual. And he's telling you that he's lying to you right in your face, right? But you're supposed to believe it and buy it and buy into it, right? But it's right there. He's telling you the serpent that deceiveth the world. So if the world is deceived and deceiveth, how is it not plain as day? He's telling you the world was already deceived. All of y'all are lost. All of y'all got lied to and believed it. All of you believe in this God guy that he's your friend. He ain't. He's a liar. This is not something coming from no place of anything other than love and the facts and the truth of this realm we live in. We are in the devil's den. We are in Satan's prison. This is what, when this stuff happened to me in Atlanta, in my temple, when they were identifying pieces of metal in my temple, and I got set up and I came back and G-checked everyone. Okay. This is what I learned when I woke up from that. Okay. I started figuring out that this eye of Horus is everywhere. Horus is God. Horus is Set, Seti, Satan. It's the same God. When these celebrities are on these interviews, there was one talking about that they asked him, who did you sell your soul to? He said, the one guy who runs everything in this world and the next. And he said, there's only one. See, George Bush believes in God. Obama believes in God. If you don't think that that's the enemy, after all that's happened, I give up. Honestly, I give up. If you can't see what's going on here, if you can be in a church ministry group that's that evil, and you sit there and got the audacity to tell people like me and your fake preaching, okay, that's literally demonic, and tell us, well, you think your pastor's against you. My pastor is against me, homie. I literally got confirmation and proof. The guy at the place literally said he's talking behind my back, saying lies about me. What? But you're a preacher, right? But you preach blasphemy. You preach falsehoods. You preach lies. See, I don't care if you know every damn book in the Bible. You are not no preacher if you don't preach truth. It ain't about the book, homie. It's about the truth. It ain't about what you read. It's about your damn walk. So either you're walking it and you're living it, or you're not. It's that easy, right? Everything else is hogwash. That's the point. Everything else is a waste of your damn time. So like I said, when you have that system and that system is sitting there and they're just preying on the innocent, right? And you can't piece together what's happening. It's right in front of your face. Feel what I'm saying? It's right in front of your eyes. It's not hard, it's not difficult, but people don't want to comprehend it because everybody's so scared of this system. Everybody's looking at this system like, oh, I'm too intimidated by the system. The system ain't nothing. The system is weak. Okay, but you don't know how to stand up on your own too, right? Because they're not programming you to be men and women. They're not programming you to be self-empowered. They're teaching you disempowerment. They create these cults. I saw it in Miami. They create these cults. They go out and recruit the youth and they grab them and they pull them into the church, right? And then what do? They say, hey, look, you're going to believe in God. Like I said, put him before your family, put him before everyone, blah, blah, blah. They come at you when they're young. They get them while they're young so they can teach them early,
right? So that they can already have their mind molded for all the garbage they're going to feed them, while they keep them sheep and keep them just taking in all the nonsense, right? And then meanwhile, what are they doing behind the scenes? They're using us. They're using us like cattle. You got these plasma places. They got us going in there. We're giving them our life force and our damn energy, our whole spirit and soul in a damn bottle. And you can't figure out and wake up and see what world you in. Who do you think's drinking that stuff? You think that stuff really is for medication and medicine? Y'all are that naive? You still believe this? You still believe in a mass deception, but you're going to tell me you believe in a God, right? That he's so great and he does so much for you, but everybody's got this and that going wrong and all these issues and ain't nobody righteous no more. But that makes sense and that ain't contradictory to the whole everything you're seeing in front of you. We got all these wars and all these conflicts. We got a new one every day, and Putin's creating a whole new scene every day, right? And Putin's a narcissist that's unleashed, like he sits there, drinks alcohol, and looks for a damn problem because he won't have to go out in that field, but he'll send you out there, right? But that makes sense to you, right? But we're not a land of hypocrisy. We're supposed to be a nation and we're supposed to be strong and we're supposed to, oh, we're so big and bad, but all these other countries, every time that we step up and we go to war, we lose. But then they tell you in the paper, oh yeah, it's cute, we won that conflict. We didn't win nothing. Every single damn war we lost. Everyone. While they sent young men off to you know what in the middle of you know nowhere, right? And then sit there and you sit there like it's a prideful thing, right? Like, oh, I was in this, I was in this faction. Who gives a damn? Who cares what faction you were a part of? You were part of a faction, right? That represented nonsense, that represented not thinking for yourself, that represented a superiority coming in and telling you how to act and what to do, right? And then you just went with it and got manipulated. And oh, I'm being manipulated, but now I'm strong. Let me tell you the one thing they teach us, right? And the one thing I've learned, like being in the street, right? If you are being manipulated by anyone, I don't care who it is, right? That's weakness, right? People can't they can't make it, they can't walk the walk, right? Because they're not equipped and built for it, right? Because they're not empowered. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, for me personally, I'm not buying it because I know who I am. I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm going. You feel what I'm saying? And I know what I represent and I know what's in my heart. And I know what God got for me. You know what I mean? People got to really wake up, bro. Like, real talk. Hold up. Yeah, that is true, honey. That is true. Evil's purpose is to destroy what's good. Right. I agree 100%. You know, like I said, man, my whole purpose, man, is just to help, man. But if we don't wake up, and I mean quick, I don't know what's going to happen. By the way, honey, I really need to know what your opinion is on what you think will work. I want to know what you think. I just need to know because I need your input. Like, I want to know really what you think. Like, do you think I should try things on different days? I mean, you know, and until I figure it out. I mean, because it's just been hard. I haven't, you know, as I don't understand what's going on, you know. So it's like, and it's at different times I feel different ways, you know. But it's horrible. It's a hard thing. It's the hardest thing I've ever been through. Like I said, you know, it's like the more I try to heal, the worse I feel sometimes, you know. It's just scary. But like I said, people just got to wake up, man. People got to understand, like, maybe that's what it is, you know. Maybe like right now when I'm talking, I had some guy watching me here and listening, and like maybe that really is what it means. Like when it said change your vibration and you'll heal. Maybe that's what it means. Like because like right now, if you heard me, you heard how powerful I was talking. Like that's what I'm meant to do. That's what God is creating. Maybe it's that. Maybe I literally can just heal by changing my vibration. What I'm supposed to be and intended to do, like through preaching, through the word of God. Now that makes sense. Now it makes sense why he would tell me, carry the word of God with you, put on the armor of God. But see, that's different than what y'all doing, because y'all want to talk about the armor of God and a corrupt ministry and a satanic cult and a group that ain't doing nothing but picking on people. And then you got people there acting like they genuine. If you was genuine, how come you got this past that you was doing all this stuff to innocent people? It just don't make no sense. You feel me? Like, that's the thing. Like, I'll hear the truth from anybody, but I'm not gonna hear the truth from a hypocrite. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Why would I want to hear some hypocrite tell me the truth? Much less, like, I'd rather you lie to me. You supposed to lie. You're not supposed to come here and tell me the truth, hypocrite. Feel me? Fact is, at the end of the day, man, I promote and I teach and I really represent self empowerment, not disempowerment. People are mad at me, whatever. I mean, that's fine, bro. But this is a system that we have to defeat it. We have to stand up to it. I'm not interested in working for any corporation. That's what y'all don't understand. I never was. I'll only do it because I have to. I'm not interested in getting a job. I'm interested in running my own business. You know, something I read the other day, it was a whole meme or a whole teaching, and it literally said that. It said Americans don't understand. They think that the way to wealth is through getting a job. No, the way to wealth is building your own company. That's why I'm so empowered when I do this, because I'm so happy and proud of myself. Nobody could ever make me feel ashamed or tell me to go get a job, or I feel like I need one sometimes for some extra money. Yes, but without it, I'm so much happier. And I understand that what I'm doing is the work of God. What I'm doing is working for myself, and working for yourself. You have like your belt fits tighter. Like you feel like yourself. You feel like you feel like a man. When people say, like, I had a guy talking to me yesterday and he was talking about that. He's like, when you can't provide, especially, for your people and your kids, it makes you feel like a less of a man. And I understand that, you know what I mean? And that's true in a lot of regards. But at the same time, it's like, what about building your own business? And the man he's doing everything right too. He's doing things the right way. He's smart. But I'm just saying, sometimes you have to work, you know what I mean? And nothing against that. Like, work and support your family 100%. That's what I always did. But what I'm saying is, at some point, you got to change the game. At some point, you're supposed to be working that entire time to try to invest in yourself. I put all my money that I worked for in a stock. If I didn't, I'd have a little bit of money right now. Thing is, God's telling me I got settlements coming. That might be one of them. I don't know. But, I didn't make a mistake. I know that. I did it all the right way. And that's what people don't get. I'm waiting on all these eggs to hatch. See, I didn't put my eggs in one basket, I put them in several. I'm just waiting for them to hatch. I'm waiting for the little birdlings to hatch out the eggs. That's it. I got so much stuff moving right now, homie, you couldn't believe. And people like, oh, I'm gangster. Oh, I'm this, I'm that. Everybody want to pretend they El Chapo. El Chapo don't do his own dirty work. El Chapo sends goons. I don't view that as something being protective or productive or gangster. I feel like that makes you soft, personally. You know what I mean? I don't feel like that makes you a tough guy. I feel like if you can't do your own dirty work and you can't stand up on your own and handle your own battles and issues and problems with people, I feel like you probably pretty soft. You feel what I'm saying? You probably don't stand for nothing. You probably not no good. You probably don't have nothing going for you. You feel me? You know what I mean? I'm paying attention right now because I see him coming around. And you never know. Now you can't even talk. You can't even express yourself in this country. This country is a damn prison, dog. It really is. It's a prison. That's what y'all don't get. That's why I'm trying to do everything I can right now. And it's so important, and Christina might not understand. I think she does, but why I'm freaking out and stuff, because this is crucial times right now. I got to get through these moments. I got to get through these things. I cannot, I cannot get stuck in all this, because if I do, it's going to probably cost me my life. And that's just the truth of what I'm going through. So it's like, remember, I'm fighting for my life. Every second, every minute counts. And I need you to, again, understand that. And, I'm not saying anything other than just try to hurry. You know what I mean? I want you to get everything you need and all the money you deserve, but just try to hurry, because time is an issue. And I mean, you need to basically save my life. You got to get to me. If you get to me, at least, we can try to do something different and I'll have you. I mean, I had readings say if she kissed me, the curse is going to break. There's for sure a curse on me, on top of everything I'm going through. So it's like, you know, I believe in fairy tales, man. Maybe that's what God is trying to show me, man, because that's the one thing my whole life is represented is, people be like, fairy tales ain't real. I am a fairy tale. Seriously, my life's always been a fairy tale. I believe that. I believe in magic. God tells me to believe in magic. I'm not even kidding. The downloads I just got the past couple of days been talking about believe in magic, believe in miracles. We're in a fairy tale. This is supposed to be a utopia. It's that you people are miserable and you ruined it. You destroyed it. You're who's to blame. You're who's responsible. And you're who needs to deal with that, right? And be held accountable. All you people out there. Let me see. Yeah, I understand, honey. Um, let me see what you actually said though. Hold on. Oh, I understand totally, honey, and I get it, and it might have some truth to it. What I'm trying to tell you is I've been practicing and doing that for I don't know how long. And one thing that I know you've probably noticed is that I usually turn to it, and I'm still here. So you just got to think if it was that acidic, don't you think? I mean, I don't, you could be right on the acidic part. I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know if it hurts or helps, but I'm just saying I've been doing it a long time and it used to really help me. And it just sucks if at this point it can't because of what they did to me. Because what you got to understand is what you're doing is you're putting a hologram back into your body. So you're giving yourself vitamins, minerals. I'm telling you the actual truth of what I've studied and learned and actually practiced. I mean, the stuff doesn't just do nothing. I mean, it makes me stronger. See, the thing that I'm trying to explain, and we haven't gotten to talk about this, so I'm glad you brought it up. I'm supposed to be immortal, literally. Like that's what God told me, word for word. I am supposed to be immortal. And I just don't know if that component ties into it or if I'm supposed to naturally be immortal or what, but it would make sense to me. And what I'm also saying is they use that stuff to cure. Sorry, let me not say that on here because I can't get into it. I'll talk to you privately about that part. But the point is, they use it for a lot of stuff and it works. And I know it works because like I've done it before in the past. Like when I was in like the best shape and I was glowing and good, it's amazing for your skin. I mean, it does everything. It's not bad, but it's just with what happened to me because it's not your normal thing. It could not help with that. But I don't know. I don't know if it helps or hurts, but it's like I've been doing it this long. If it really was hurting me, I mean, don't you think? I don't know. I just feel like, don't you think it would be a little more obvious? I don't know. I mean, as I try the other stuff and that doesn't really work either, but I don't know. You might be right. I don't know. I mean, the fact is it's not bad, but maybe I need to quit for now and do the other route. I don't know though, but it's like there's so much pain and it's pulling. I'm feeling it right now on my left side where my pelvis all through up into my abdomen, and I'm talking high, and it's just pulling horrible pain. I'm sitting here trying to talk to you and I'm writhing in agonizing pain. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Every minute of every day, just suffering. So at that point, don't you think we kind of have to just say, well, we're gonna have to try whatever? You know what I mean? Like there's power in that stuff. Trust me. No, it's not what you said. It's definitely not that. I know that for a fact. That's like when people told me, oh well, if you drink too much, whatever, it'll whatever, you can't handle it. That's a lie. I've drank plenty of it. It's never done anything to me ever, really. I don't even think it's ever made me like even like maybe like a little nauseous, if even. And there's people who claim it helps with your stomach. That's what I'm trying to say. But I just don't know for this because this is so different. Like I said, this didn't come from diet. It came from it came from war. I mean, it came from what happened to me. I mean, that's a serious internal injury what I have. So I just don't know if it works for that or not. You know what I mean? But I will say I've definitely turned to it a lot of times, and I'm still here. If you notice, every time I get in trouble, what does Batman turn to? I don't turn to glutamine because it's in a capsule. I don't turn to vitamin C because it's in a tablet and you can't get it all the time. I turn to that because that's inside of me. And see, the thing is, the readings and the downloads kept saying it's inside of you over and over. It's all it tells me. I mean, there's water in my body, but it doesn't make sense if it's saying it's inside of you. That's the only thing that's inside of me that comes out. Do you get what I'm saying? So I've been trying to decipher this the entire time and figure it out, but it's like at this point in the game, is it really going to hurt anything? I mean, I told you I took the other stuff yesterday and look, I'm in horrible pain. So it's like, I'm not saying that it might not be trying to work. It might be, and it might be pain I have to go through at least for a time. But I don't know. It's just the scariest thing I've ever been through. You know, I really don't have the answers. I'm gonna tell you one thing though. That component of what you're talking about, it has a lot to do with Batman's power. I think it had a lot to do with me surviving that truck because I did it right before that. I think that it's definitely done a lot for me. I'll say that, and I'm gonna tell you right now, it makes me stronger. That's what a lot of people don't get. There's I have actual superhuman strength. I have a way of attaining it. That's what I'm trying to explain to people. It's inside of me, but I have little tricks and stuff that I do. I know stuff you can take that will make my mental faculties quicker. My arms can move even quicker than you see them now. I'm talking about so quick, it's like the Matrix. I actually know how to do it. I know exactly what I'm supposed to take, but I'd have to buy it. It's not available in my body. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing. When people are like, "Oh, teach me this, teach me that," I'm not going to teach you anything. It's none of your damn business. You can't figure it out on your own. I mean, it is what it is. And if you're trying to be like me, you just ain't me. So it ain't going to work for you the same way. It's not going to work for you because you're just a normal civilian. You're just a normal, regular guy and human being. That's why you're miserable. Like I said, you want self empowerment, donate so I can teach you. Stop being smart. And y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? With Agent Q, by the way, man, if you need videos, bro, we can get to work and work on them, bro. You know what I mean? But I need them donations right now, real talk, because them donations is going to help me eat and do everything I'm trying to do and help me try to get through this. But I'm just saying at this point, we got to try everything. Let me see what my baby said. But yeah, I definitely will keep it private. You know what I mean? That's why I didn't say anything specific. But just so you know, this is my only way to talk right now. But yeah, that's a very important component. I'm just telling you the truth. God is saying I'm immortal. That's what they trying to make me. This divine and the spirits. They trying to make me literally immortal. I mean, you gotta understand. Batman. What people don't understand about Batman is immortal. He's Batman. See, this is the thing people don't get. Like it said, I'm going through a what and a rebirth. They're saying that I'm going to pass. That's what God told me literally. Like I'm going to pass. I just don't understand. I don't think it means literally. I think it means spiritually. I hope because I'm scared. It's terrifying. But my point is, that's what Batman is. Batman is an entity and a human being that's crossed over between both realms, meaning that he can reach his hand into the spiritual and into the physical. It's like a ghost with wings, and he's mean and menacing and has no fear. That's what I'm trying to create, and I'm not even going to say that because I can't take credit. This is what God's trying to create. God is who's making me, not just me. God, God ordained all this. God ordained me to have this happen to me physically. Seriously, am I mad about it? Sure, I'm really pissed off with God, but I understand the meaning of what His plan is. I think that part makes sense. That if I can get through it, hey, look what I just created. I just created a monster that can't be stopped. I mean, it says there's purpose in my pain. That's all it talks about is using this pain as purpose. It makes sense because this is the worst pain imaginable. I promise. There is nothing worse than the pain I feel every day. It is that bad. That's the thing. When people tell me their war stories and tell me, oh, I've been through this, ow, my leg. I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, it's like, I'm talking about random people, but it's like, bro, you have no idea. Pain, the most pain is something like this in your stomach and your abdomen. That's horrible, man. This is where you try to draw air from, bro. There ain't nothing worse than this. Trust me. I'm just being honest. Right. Of ego, right. Making the plant right. Listening and letting God direct you. Yeah, now that's true. That I will listen to, yeah. But I'm saying, I mean, do you really think that means giving up something that I practiced for a long time on and off? I mean, when there's power within it, you know what I mean? I'm saying there's like half of the concept of me being Batman. Golly, this dude is annoying. Half the concept of me being Batman is why I did all that. You understand? So it's like half the concept came from that and the fact that like I have superhuman powers. Really? Hold on. This guy's funny. He just comes right up and starts flow drying. he, he don't give a damn. He just blow drying away right in front of where my stuff is. That's hilarious. I mean, he's got to do it. I get it. It's his job. That's hilarious. Just give me a minute. Let's bear with me while I wait for him. That's kind of a fun job, man. I wouldn't mind doing that. Like, that's pretty cool. Here, hold on. I'm gonna film it. Hold on. All right, I'm still waiting on homeboy. He's taking forever. But no, I agree with what you're saying, honey. I don't know. I'm really confused on it as well. That's why I asked for why you feel because I need to know because you're smart and you know what you're talking about. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to look at it. But I will tell you that if this hadn't happened to me, it definitely helps. So I don't know if I could heal this somehow, another way or whatever. I'll just say that I know that it could help me in other regards, and that it's very necessary for what I do. What I'm trying to say is it makes my mental focus and my clarity a lot better. It helps with a lot of things. It's a spiritual component. It has to do with God. It's even in the Bible. It talks about it in the Bible. And I can go more in depth with you privately about that. But that's my point is that this it's a real serious thing. I mean, this is a thing that it's a real thing that people do in the world, and there's a purpose behind it. So, but other than that, I don't know if you're right. I mean, it makes sense what you're saying. I understand, but it's just so hard with this because it's so hard for me to do anything about it. How long is this man going to do this? Like, it's not that hard, bro. You just leave it on and you just keep on, you know, doing what you got to do until it's all, he's taking forever, man. He's just in my way. Maybe he need a different job. I don't know. Maybe they were hiring at McDonald's. I don't know. Now he's just taking forever. It's not really that difficult of a thing. I could do this in 5 seconds. What he taking an hour to do. But see, that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's the kind of people they hire. They don't hire employees to be effective. They hire people to look like they're doing stuff and just pretend and sit there. Seriously. They don't even want uh good workers. They want people who are going to kiss up. You feel me? They want people who are easily manipulated and can't think for themselves. They want people who, you get what I'm saying?
It's just like anything, any agency, anything. My whole deal is I'm wondering what these blessings are. I'm wondering what these contracts are. I don't know if I'm going to get a record deal, an NBA contract. I don't know if I'm going to get something from the stock settlement. I have no idea. I don't know if it's another settlement. I don't know if it's stolen inheritance. I mean, I've got all those components at play right now for real and reality. This is not fake. It's not just me talking. I've been right every time. I have all those components at the same time in play, right? And I got to figure out like what's what. And I mean, I don't need to figure it out. I just got to wait and see what happens, and then God's going to show me, and I'm going to find out. But what I do know is I need some money right now. I need as much money as I can get. And again, like I told you, my money is limitless, man, because being rich is a state of mind. That's the truth. That's the thing people don't get. If I wanted to have millions of dollars right now, I could. I don't want it. I want to have helped people and did what I did for other people and gave everything away and all that. And I make money through the laws of karma. So what y'all don't understand is what I'm about to inherit through God, what I'm about to get through God and through being a good person and helping everyone, even when I'm down and suffering, is I'm about to get beyond billions and trillions of dollars. I'm gonna get so much more money than what I had before. It's unbelievable. Like y'all, if y'all think you mad now, you gonna really be mad soon. Once this happens, y'all are gonna really be mad. Just like I said, when Christina and I together, y'all are gonna be enraged. You gotta understand, bro. Again, y'all know I'm not kidding. Y'all know what I'm saying and what I'm talking about. I'm talking about an actual superhero in reality. I'm not talking about no fake talk. I'm talking about the minute that I get funds, meaning financial backing. That's all I need as far as that. I'm talking about a real Batman that's got the whole bat suit on and is literally like driving through every city and state on motorcycles, Batmobiles. Like we might even get like one of them, like the plane thing he drives that called the Bat. We might make something like that. We're going to be able to do whatever we want. I know how to build businesses in my sleep. I can build businesses with Christina all day that are going to run, and people would love to work with me and for me. So I can literally have people run our businesses while we're not around. Okay? Don't worry about money. We going to be good with that. Trust me. Once I get a good starting amount, we're going to be straight because I'm going to set up those businesses immediately for us. Yeah, and that's all I want is to do couples content and be happy and focus on us and not worry about anyone else or what they're doing and not allow, bottom of the barrel people to try to drag me down with them, because I want to be there with you for you, you know. But it is what it is, Like I said, everything will happen in good time and process in the way that it's supposed to. And that's the whole point of Batman. Like I said, I'm gonna be all through Chicago. I'm gonna be all through Chirac. I'm gonna be in all those hoods and ghettos and all the worst parts of the country. That's the purpose of being Batman, and it's something that I'll have to, work on with Christina because I know she's gonna worry and be scared for me and stuff. But I know what I'm doing. You just got to trust me. You know what I mean? I do know what I'm doing. And that's just the way that I've always lived my life. I live my life without fear, and I want you to do your best to try to understand that. You know what I mean? That it is a positive, good thing, and it's about conquering whatever the fear is. I don't care how big it is. It's about conquering it. So that's me. But that's where they need me. They need me in a lot of these places. The thing is, when you've got these headlines saying that foreigners are taking over blocks and these different things are happening, that's what Batman is for. Batman is for to shut stuff like that down that other people aren't going to do anything about because they're all cowards, right? There was a guy here, he was saying that never happened, that was a lie. And I don't know if I believe that because he's spewing a lot of nonsense and acting like he's smart. And I don't really think he knows what he's talking about. He's just another know-it-all. It's like, homie, if you knew it all, you wouldn't be here. That's the thing people got to be told. If you knew so much, you wouldn't be in this position. I'm not in your position. I'm in a whole different one. I'm a targeted individual. Said no bottom of the barrel people. I mean, they can watch us. We can't control them, but we won't interact with them at all. If they comment, it'll be deleted and not acknowledged at all. So it's like they're invisible to us. Right. How you doing? I mean, the whole point is that I'm going to be busy doing what I'm doing, and we're going to be busy doing what we're doing. So, like I said,
the way I want to do it is I just want to focus all my time and attention on you. You know what I mean? And then, once we get acclimated and we give it some time, just a little bit of time, what I want to do is okay, here's what I want to do. I'm just being honest with you. I want to do everything with you during the day, every day, right? And at night. And I just want to have fun. And I mean, for a good while, like, I just want us to go and have fun and do fun stuff and go explore. I want to go to like Universal Studios. I want to have fun. We have money. We're going to go have fun. You know what I mean? We're going to be somewhat frugal still and smart. We're going to be actually very frugal, but we're going to be smart, right? And we're not going to be stingy or, act like like we can't spend money. My point is this: at some point, which it probably won't take that long, right? We'll pick a night, right? And this is just my plan of what I'd like to do, so I want you to hear me out. We'll pick a night, and I'll say, "Hey, let's do it." We'll go out during the day. We'll go buy all the stuff that we need, and that's what we're gonna do. We'll collect all the resources. We'll get like a GoPro, and like I said, I'm not gonna be, having you spend a whole bunch of money either. I'm gonna do this all the smart way and the poor man's way still. But my point, even though we wouldn't have to, but just to be smart, I want to do everything right. I want to talk about stocks with you immediately because I want to show you the investing, the way I do it, because it's totally different. It's off intuition, and I want to see if we could do a little bit of investing on the side. These are just my ideas, and you can take them how you take them and tell me how you feel. But I can definitely do some investing with a little bit of money, right, to help us. And I want to do that with you together, right? And everything is going to be just us doing it together. It's all going to be as one unit. But I need you for what I'm doing for the Batman thing. There can't be any separation. There can't be any division, and that's what I want. I want us to be a team. So it's not just Batman. There's a Batwoman or a Catwoman because she's like Catwoman, and I want her to help me with what I'm doing. I need you to help me. In other words, we're gonna, like I said, we'll go out and get the GoPro. I'll attach that to me. I'll show you where we're gonna order all the stuff online. We'll get all that if we open a PO box or whatever spot we're at. We're gonna get everything set up. We're gonna fall off the grid, right? I'm going to show you how we can manage different spots. We're going to try to have as much as possible completely, like you said. Okay, we're going to do everything in a specific way that is the right way, right? And I just want you to try to hear me out. I'm not going to control you or anything, but I want to show you. I want to lead and I want to show you the way to go and how to do this. And I know that you're going to like my ideas. I know you're going to listen and want to do them because it tends to be your response. It's all up to you. You have full freedom, but I just know that you'll hear me and you'll be like, yeah, that's what I want to do. It makes sense. And I've never had that. That's the problem is, I have the answers, but people don't want to listen to me. And it's really refreshing to have someone who actually wants to listen and knows that I don't mean them anything but good, and I'm trying to help. And I know what I'm doing, and they trust me. I've never had that, so it's nice to have with you. So we don't address failures. We will build our own community of other like-minded people and couple that as well with all of this, right? Because we'll be talking publicly. But like I said, my whole purpose and place of what I'm trying to explain to you, we're gonna get the GoPro. I'm gonna show you how to we'll get the stuff ordered or whatever somehow. We'll get everything that I need. We're gonna build the suits. I want you to help me with all of it. So I want you to literally and if physically whatever, you don't have to physically, but I just want you to be with me so you can see it and everything, and I can show you, and I just want you to, I know you'll want to help me in every way you can, and that's all I want. I just need you there and your support, but um I really want to try to build some better suits, some different stuff. At some point in the game, like I said, I want to try to get a 3D printer, and I want to be able to print all these different things. And you got to understand, all these things I'm doing are not just for me. I mean, it's going to be stuff that you want to 3D print. We can buy STL files, they're called. We can 3D print them. Everything I do is gonna be stuff that's fun and stuff you want to do. I'm meant for you, and I know what I'm doing. And I know I'm going to make you happy, and that's what you deserve, and that's what I want, and I know that you're all that makes me happy, and that's the truth. But that's what I'm saying. We'll just pick a night when I get everything, all the gear and everything together, and what I need, which really isn't that much. Like I said, I am going to need my license back. I'm going to need a motorcycle, scooter probably to start. And at some point, we'll try to get a Batmobile. I don't know, that's going to be up to you. But you know, uh, point is, what I'm going to be doing is we'll pick a night and I'll just go out as Batman, and we're gonna do probably some of it'll be on live stream, and I'll start doing assignments. I'm gonna start doing a lot of research. You'll see everything. You're gonna be a witness to everything I'm doing, so you're gonna see everything that other people. There's not a soul in this world that's gonna see what Batman's really doing other than you. You're gonna see everything, and it would be it's going to be pretty cool, for you to see everything and be the main source of everything, all of it. But like I said, I'll just be going out, doing my routine, and basically that's what I do. I make my rounds, I move around, and I'm going to figure out these cities and states. I'm going to figure out what's going on, where the corruption is. And that's the thing. Nobody knows what's happening or what Batman's doing. I'm going to create my own assignments, and you're going to be able to help me create those assignments, and I'm going to fulfill them, and they're going to be all for good and the right thing. Anything. I mean, I might end up getting where I'm able to, like stop bank robberies and stuff. There's a lot of stuff that can happen with this. Is it dangerous? Yes. There's a purpose to why I'm meant to do this. Is it's not for everybody, but this is what I want to do. And you gotta understand, we're gonna have the funds and the money and the capability where I can really do it, and really make a difference in these communities. And I'm talking about, you know, the way I want to move is I want to build these businesses, and I want to focus on that first, and we'll just kind of introduce the Batman thing progressively. And I want to be traveling, so I want to get where we have the lifestyle where we have so much money and money coming in, and that's why we're going to focus on building the businesses together first. But we're going to have fun and live life. I can do the businesses in my sleep with you. The point is, I want residual income coming in, and once we get that, I mean, I'm talking about being like in New York City and you see a sighting of Batman and it makes the news, and then the next day we're in like Paris or something, or like maybe not the next day because I don't like planes. That is my one thing. I really, really do not want to fly. Other than when I'm Batman, like with wings. I don't want to do planes. I don't trust them. They crash all the time. They lie to you. There's more cars than there are planes. That's why there's more car crashes. It's all lies. So we don't have to fly. We can do a cruise. And that's something I need to talk to you about. I am not comfortable putting my body on no plane. I'm just being honest. I mean, it's just not something that I think I can do because it's not wise to me. And I hear them crash all the time. There was just another one recently, and they're like commercial airlines. So, if we could talk about that, please. That's a big deal. I'm terrified. I mean, I refuse to. I don't think you could get me on one. I really don't. As much as I love you, it's not about love, but it's about I don't want that to happen to me or you, and I'm smart and I know what's going on, but we'll talk about it. I'm sure you would love a cruise, but that's my point. Like, why don't we do stuff like that? Like, go to New York City, you'll see Batman that night, and then we go to Paris and we're in Paris whenever the cruise is done. Stuff like that. I want to do stuff like that. And I just want you to know I'm never going to make it all about me. This is not, none of my Batman stuff is trying to make it about me. I want it to be about you, and I really, really mean that. And you're going to see that. And I know you know that's true, and that I mean that from the bottom of my heart. That's all I want for you and for us. And that's all I want to do is couples content. I really think that you're going to love what I do. And the thing is, I honestly think that you're so gifted and so strong. I really think that you're going to want to be Catwoman. Like, I just can see the future. I see. That was funny. I mentioned Catwoman, and there's like I think a chick on a scooter or something. But my point is, you get what I'm saying. Like, I really believe that that's what you're gonna want to become. I don't know. Something's just telling me, and I think you're gonna want to do this with me on a realistic aspect. I think we're gonna be a very dangerous couple. In a good regard, though, it's all gonna be for good, and good heartedness and love and helping people. But like I said, I do good deeds for people, but that's what we need, man. We need actual superheroes, bro. We don't need humans anymore. We need superheroes, seriously. And I think you'll love it. I honestly do. And then, like I said, if we get like we can start even with a cheap car. Okay, we don't need no real expensive stuff. I buy used cars. I don't. You don't ever buy no new car from no dealership. I don't care how much money you have. You don't. We don't need that. we could go get used cars, and we can get a used car and turn it into a Batmobile quick. You know what I mean? And we can like customize it and stuff and figure out what's legal and get speakers in it and screens and everything we want and make it an actual Batmobile and make it like awesome and make the interior look like a Batmobile and like we can really pimp a ride. And I want to do that with you like as a project. I want to do fun stuff. That's all. I just want to live life with you and be happy, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, I think I see that happening. I see like us having a Batmobile and you riding in it with me and wanting to do my assignments with me and everything and just be a part of everything. And like I said, if you're not with me physically because it's whatever too dangerous what I'm doing or I'm going to a bad area and I don't want to take you along, if you want to go with me, I'm going to listen to you. But you'll stay in the car, is what I want. But I'm always going to listen to you, but I ain't going to put you in no position that's bad that I'm going to go in because I'm going to walk into some bad position. That's just how I am. You know me. I'm going to walk right into them because that's my nature. That's what I love doing. I don't care. For me, I care about you, but that's what I like doing. So you're going to see, you'll get to see, you already know, but you'll get to see how I really am and the nature of it and the point, but as far as people who run their mouth, especially on YouTube, the thing you got to understand, I'm going to be in all these cities and states and I'm going to be coming through as Batman. When I'm out there as Batman, there's no jokes. I'm not playing around. People know what I do. I'm not there to play games. I'm very serious and I do it in front of everybody. So it's just, that's the thing. Like, I'm the real thing. So we're going to make the news pretty quick. I guarantee that. People are going to be like, yeah, there's a real Batman, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about really trying to conceal my identity at this point because what we're going to be doing is some real stuff. And again, I would never get you in anything bad. It's all going to be legal in the right way. And whatever I do with the challenges I have to face, with the fact that I am pushing the boundaries a little, I'll take all responsibility by myself for that. You will have no part in that. And that's just what it is. Uh, and I wouldn't put you in that position. So like I said, it's all to help, but the fact is at the end of the day, we got to protect ourselves and we have to stand up for ourselves and we have to have people that will stand up and protect the community. Every community back in the day, they used to appoint a militia. And that's kind of what Batman is like a one-man militia, one-man army. So it's necessary and needed. But you're gonna love it. I think you're gonna love it. And I know that you are gonna be worried about me, but like I said, if I do an assignment and you're not with me, you'll watch me on a GoPro, you'll watch everything going on, I'll be on a mic talking to you through everything I'm going through. And that's all. I'm talking about doing crazy stuff like going into like Las Vegas and figuring out where the underground tunnels are in Las Vegas and going in there as Batman with the camera and recording this. And you're seeing Batman pop up in the tunnels under Las Vegas or wherever these tunnels are in these places, and people freaking out like it's Batman, bro. And I'm just showing up, figuring out what's happening that's illegal so I can put a stop to it. I'm not there to play around. Anything I'm doing is just going to be exactly like the movies you see. I'm the real thing. And yes, I'm going to be in some danger. So that's just something that we're going to have to accept and learn. And you're going to have to learn to trust me like you trust in God. And that's what it is. And it makes sense. So, and then, like I said, the next morning we'll go eat breakfast and laugh about it. That's the life I want, honestly, with you. That's all I want. And I just want to do these things, and I want to help. I want to research caves. I want to get a home together with you and I that looks like a bat cave with a whole mansion in it, just like the Wayne Manor and all that, or like they had it in the new movie where part of it looks real dark and then the other part is a mansion. I want something like that. That's what we deserve: land and our own estate, and something that's just beautiful. And other than that, I just want to take every precaution and measure and that we can to try to keep everything private as far as our whereabouts and where we live and stay at. I want our spots to be anonymous. We're not bringing people over there. It's not going to be, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying I make the rules like you can bring whoever, but I doubt you would want to. It's all going to be you and me all the time. That's what we're here for. It's for you and I by ourselves, and that's it. I don't want no outsiders. I want us, and that's the honest truth. So I don't care if I have a guy that's a friend and I make a friend and talk to a guy. I ain't bringing nobody where we live ever. I want our own privacy, and that's it. And I'm not going to do anything separate of you. Anything I do involves you, and you're coming with me. So Um, like I said, the only time would be that I'd be by myself would be if I'm doing an assignment and I've got to, I got to handle what I got to handle on my own. And you can pray for me and watch me and be there to try to help me, and like I said, you're going to drive too. And when you feel a little better, I'm sure you'll be driving to check on me, or you'll be following me or whatever and be right behind me. I mean, you're going to, I know you're going to want to help me. I know because I know you care about me and you really love me, and I've never had that. So that's what I need. I need somebody that actually is going to help, because I don't always win. I don't have all the answers, and when Batman loses, he's going to need help. I'm not saying it'll happen frequently. I doubt that. I've never needed help before, really, but, it may happen, and I'm going to need you. Just like right now, I need you. So that's what I need you to understand. Sometimes we just need help and we need someone. And right now is that time, and I need you, and I need you to get me out of this and save my life. And that's what I'm telling you. So, it's as clear as I can make it. Said our home is our home. If we want to hang out with friends, we can go to dinner or movie or activity. Yeah, together. I'm not doing nothing separate. I would definitely have an issue with that. I ain't doing none of that, because that's what other people do, and I don't do weirdo stuff like that. Like, yeah, if we have friends, it'll be our friends that will, right, like, together. But I'm not doing nothing where I go privately somewhere by myself, or you do. Hell no. I want to do everything together. I want you around me all the time. If you get sick of me, you can go sit in another room for a minute or something. But I don't want distance. I do want to be with you. So just know that. Um, but and I hope that's okay. I already know it will be. I already know you. I already understand everything. I understand. Like I said, we're connected. I understand what you feel to some extent, and it's all, man. I don't know. I honestly just don't think I'm going to get through this. That's how bad it is, but I hope I do somehow. I'm praying, but I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. That's what I want. And I mean, I just know that it's going to attract a lot of attention. And then you got to understand it's really going to attract a lot of attention to this channel. And, that's all. That's the thing. Other people were concerned about, oh, my YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is this. Like, you're not going to have to make another one or your own. Like, you're not selfish. You're not trying to build a career on top of me and compete with me. I mean, we're going to work together. And if you want to do videos on your channel, I would be more than happy to do that. That'd be awesome, but I want to do everything together. I want to build this channel together, and the money is ours together, whatever we make, because I mean, it's not going to matter, because I mean, what you have is way more than anything we're going to make on here. You know what I mean? But it's like everything I want to share. I just want to be happy with you. And I'm just praying that I get through this somehow, because it's scary. Because I can't get any air. It's like all through my back, and every time I try to even move, I can't. If that makes sense. Because I mean, imagine it. Like, if I got a hole in me, I can't move inside my body. So I'm trying to get air. I can't even go to breathe. It won't let me, like being like, what I'm saying. So I'm doing the best I can, but it's really hard. And like I said, I'm gonna have a rough time still right now. Nothing is gonna be easy, but I'm gonna do the best that I can. Today I need you to stick with me, because I'm gonna let you know, like, everything. I'm gonna talk to you about everything. Like, I got a lot that we're gonna be talking about. So just please make sure you're on here today. But yeah, that's what I want to do. I'm going to be doing missions, and I want people to see something that's from God. I want people to see that the human spirit is still alive. I want people to see a miracle. I want people to see something bigger than, larger than life. I mean, that's the whole point. Is like, those are the moments I live for. Like, when he pulls up, bro, in that tumbler, and he stops them criminals, and they talking about, we're trying to help you, and he says, what makes you so special? What's the difference between you and I? And he's in the tumbler talking about wearing this armor, talking about, I'm not wearing hockey pads. Like, that's me, bro. That's me written all over it. And the thing that people don't get is, this is not fake. I'm the real thing. So, like, you're gonna see, the whole world is gonna see, like, when I come out, I'm coming out. And I mean, it's going to be something that people never seen before. That's just how I am. And why I'm able to do this, I don't know. I got chosen to do it. So as far as YouTube, I mean, it's going to break the internet, because it's going to go viral, because people are going to be like, bro, there's a real Batman running around and he's doing real stuff. Like, the movie ain't going to come close to what I'm doing. I'm just telling you the truth. And I'm talking about, I'm trying to get to the point that I have that grappling thing. You're going to see Batman doing grappling, like literally, like on buildings and stuff. Seriously. I'm not concerned about what's illegal and legal. I'm sorry. I'm just not. I mean, Batman can't worry about that. Batman's got to do what he got to do, period. And the world is just going to look at it in awe and just be like, wow, like this dude really doesn't care. Like he's fearless. Like, and people are going to admire it. And it's going to inspire people. And that's what I hope I inspire to stand up and, be more than human. And that's all that I ever wanted for people, man. That's why I took so much time and spent my whole life studying all these things about being superhuman. So that's the thing, it's just really sensitive subject for me because what you're talking about, and I want your advice, and I want to know because you may be right, but that thing that we were discussing earlier, it has to do with being superhuman. I promise you, and it might have saved my life when I that thing with the truck happened. So I don't know because you have to understand it was pumping through my DNA while it happened. So I mean I managed to stay conscious through a process that nobody probably could have. I mean, you can watch the video on the channel and see how hard the impact was. I mean, there's no way that I should have still been conscious at that point, and I was, and I had to, really, really, really struggle to do that. So it's like, you know, I don't know. I just want people to I just want you to understand why it's a sentimental thing for me, why I believe in it. And like I said, it's super spiritual. It's supposed to be connected to God and meditation and all that. But I'm gonna have to show you more about it. So we'll get into that. So I could teach you about it. Um, and yeah, I used to do it all through college. It didn't cause me any issues. I mean, it definitely is not bad for you. It's just with what happened to me. Yes, it might not help with that. I don't know, but I'm saying, think about it. Every single time I've been in trouble, pretty much, I've turned to that, and it hasn't really let me down yet. So, I mean, that's got to be a sign of something. You know what I mean? But I don't. I just don't want it to be like an emotional thing. I want it to be a sensible thing, like the way you're talking about it. So, just don't ever second guess yourself for what you're saying to me because I want to know how you feel, and that's why I ask because you're very smart and you see things a little differently than me sometimes, and you see things that I don't. And I know that you're doing it because you really care about me and that I may be wrong and you could be completely right. And I understand that. So I need your input. I need to know what you yourself think, not what I think. You know what I mean? So thank you for that. And please keep letting me know what you think. I need like instructions on what you think I should try to do. Basically, it's just so hard because, I take one thing and then it doesn't really work. So it's like, that's why I end up turning to that or something else. I don't know. Keep trying different things because I can't get air. So I mean, it's normal. It's what anybody would do in my position. You feel me? But I just want you to know that I love you from the bottom of my heart. Those are things I want to do. I want to go to like some haunted houses with you. I want to go to Universal Studios in Florida. They got haunted houses out there too, and a mirror maze. My dad took me. It's pretty cool. I want to do just fun stuff. I just want to hang out, watch TV with you, watch movies, cuddle, chill, regular stuff too. I just understand it'll never be all about me. It'll never be all about this Batman thing. I don't care how famous I get. I don't care about this. I care about you. So just understand that you'll never have to worry about that. I just, it's something that I really need to do and want to do and I'm passionate about. And I just really feel like you're going to want to help me with it. And it's something I want to do together. You know what I mean? So that's all. I want to give you all the credit because you are everything. I mean, without you, none of this is even possible. Regardless, is that's how I see it. So, like I said, just know that I love you, and I mean that's all we're gonna do is couples content. I want to go places and eat and hang out together and do fun stuff. I just want people to see us having fun. You know what I mean? And I think that's how it's going to be. I think it's just going to make us like mega celebrities, to be honest. And again, none of this is my ego. I'm really humble. I'm just telling you the truth. I mean, we're going to be like some wide scale celebrities independently, and we created our own celebrity. And I think people are going to look at us like it's gonna be like sightings. Like they're gonna see us in different places. Like, oh, they're in Paris now. Oh, they're in Australia. Oh, they're with a kangaroo. Like that's what I'm saying. I want to do stuff like that. I want to go on cruises to Australia and go play with kangaroos and stuff and make videos where kangaroos
try to, mess with me and stuff because they do, like stuff like that. I want to do fun stuff. I want to go to zoos and, you know what I mean? I want to do different stuff and not to show off to anyone, just for us, because that's what I want to do. I want to live life. That's the thing you'll notice about these people in this corporate system, man. They say they got money, but you never see them spend it. You never see them out having fun. You never see them living life because they're all miserable and it's all fake. And that's my only thing. I mean, it's right in front of you. I don't really care what people think. I mean, I'm gonna do what I do in front of everybody, regardless. You know what I mean? So if I tell you I'm gonna shut down a legal organization, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? And that's about it. A lot of what I've invented and created is because I come from the street, so it's a street element. The thing is, when you see Batman in the street, people already respect me. Like this is all new to me. People out here already respect me. You saw how quick that was. So imagine if I'm in a whole bat suit and got armor on and I'm walking as Batman. You think I'm not going to gain respect in the street? Like dudes is going to look at it and come to me. People get in trouble, they going to come to me. People are going to be coming to me because that's what Batman represent. You understand? And the point is not to show off and none of that. The point is I come from the street. I have a street background, and like it's a beautiful story, man. It's not identical to the movie, but it's pretty similar. It's pretty close and pretty identical, and it's like, I don't know. I know it's going to help me establish a lot of connections with human beings and people and men, that can, like see like that's a man's man, like out here, and have respect for each other. You know what I mean? I think that's good and that's necessary and what we need. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a foil all that gang stuff, all that fake gang activity and all that, and all this. I'm tough and I claim this set and that. Batman gonna foil all that real quick because Batman gonna go on all these blocks and just G check everybody quick. That's going to be like the first thing I do. So that's what I'm saying. Like, as far as YouTubers running their mouth, they going to be too terrified of me. Like, if they see me in the street, they probably going to run. I'm just telling you, not even probably. I know they going to run. I'm just trying to make it sound nice for y'all. They going to run from Batman. The minute they see me, I'm not even going to have to move or budge an inch. I tell you, I watch. When I start the Batman thing, you're going to see me catching folks on film running from me. Watch. Because if we get into it, I'm telling you, that I don't care who it is, they're going to run. You know what I mean? So it's like I said, like all this other stuff, it is what it is, man. I want to be me and I want to do things the way I've been doing them. I'm just putting a little twist on it and making it a lot cooler. You know what I mean? Other than that, um, these people don't understand I'm a genius. I know how to do things. The tumbler is a real concept that can be created. All it takes is panels. They have like aircraft material that's super strong. You have aluminum alloy, you have titanium, you have something stronger than all of it that they build aircrafts with. That's the stuff we're going to be looking into. Christina and I are going to spend our time talking to companies about how to obtain these materials, and I want to start building our own stuff. So a tumbler is not out of the picture to build. We wouldn't necessarily have to buy a tank. We could at some point, but I want to get where we can build our own stuff on a cheap budget. You could build a tumbler. It's very possible, especially if you just get a 3D printer. You might be able to 3D print the thing and put an engine in it. I also got to find out if that's legal or okay. Um, I don't know how that works because they probably don't want to allow you to create like a mass assembly line of your own vehicles, because they don't want anyone making money but them. That's how the government is, but we'll figure it out. But the point is, either way, you could probably build one. It's just paneling. That's the thing y'all don't get on a lot of what he had, like the motorcycle in the Batman vs Superman movie or whatever. He had paneling on the what do you call it? You get what I'm saying? He had paneling on the on the motorcycle on the front. That was pretty cool. That dude just took his motorcycle and flew it over the steps. Maybe he's Batman. Nah, there's only one Batman, right? So, like I said, that's what inspires me, man. I'm never a hater either, man. Like I like seeing people be athletic. I like seeing people be strong. Like I still root for other dudes. You know what I mean? Like I want to see people win, bro. I just want the best for everyone. I'm really a humble guy and I'm very selfless. I just want to see people win. So I like seeing people happy, man. If you're good at something, I'm going to encourage you and I want to see you do better at what you're good at. I never want to drag people down like the rest of these folks. So I'm a lot different, you know what I mean? But like I said, it's going to be a lot of training. it's going to be a lot of work that goes into it all. And Christina, you're going to be a part of everything. So that's all, um, you're going to be the center of everything. So, I think we're going to have fun. And I really want you to feel better because I really want to see what you do in a boxing bag because I'm going to go into competitive boxing for sure, probably. And you're going to watch all my fights and you're going to help me with my training and watch my training. And, that's the other thing too. People don't get, I'm like Rocky, and that's going to be another component of my story is we're going to be traveling and doing boxing matches and stuff. So, um, like I said, I see it all happening, man. I visualize it already. I believe in God's promise no matter how bad things look. I still believe in God's promise. I never lose faith. So just know that no matter what happens to me, if I collapse because I can't get air or whatever, just know that I always had faith. And I want other people to always have faith. It's not about how bad things are. It's not about your circumstances. Things have been so unfair towards me. It's unreal from everyone. You know what I mean? Like I said, God literally said that he ordained my enemies to do this to me, but I still have faith. And that's what I want to teach people that faith is blind and so is love. And there's nothing wrong with having blind faith or being in love blindly. There's something wrong with people who aren't willing to take that risk. Does that make sense? There's something wrong with people who are afraid to live life. I mean, you only have one life. They say, I don't believe that, but I believe I'm reincarnated for sure. But you get what I'm saying? You have one life. Live. Live. Don't sit here and waste your life hating on me on the internet. Go live. Go have fun. Live your life. And I hope it helps. I hope it helps these people that want to be my enemy and aren't equate to be my enemy. I hope they wake up one day and realize, man, I'm wasting my whole life hating on a dude who ain't even got nothing against me and don't know who I am and don't care. I pray for everyone, man, even my enemies, bro. I hope everybody wakes up, and I wish you all the best, man. Sincerely. So that's all I gotta say. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, that's the point. It's gonna be a lot of power I'm bringing to the table, and I operate independently on another level. I don't ask the government for permission to do anything. I'm talking about doing things the world has never seen right in front of you, and I want people to see it, and witness it. And like I said, any trouble or any conflict that arises from that, I'll handle it. I'm not scared. I'm not worried about it. And I'm easy to talk to. I'm easy to negotiate with. I try to always work with people. I'm not out of control. I'm not hard to speak with or work with. I'm very easy to get along with. So just know wherever I'm at. Hold on. Just know that wherever I'm at, whatever I'm trying to do, a lot of what I'm trying to do is to help police. Okay. Nobody is my enemy. I'm trying, even though there are a lot of corrupt cops, which I'll be exposing that whenever we come across that again. But I'm just saying, if I'm in your jurisdiction, as far as police go, I'm there to help you. And I'm going to listen to what they have to say and everything. I'm not ever going to be anywhere to just be a menace or anything like that. I'm there to help. You know what I mean? And that's it. And like I said, I just, I gotta, I don't know. It's just the point that I'm also not going to be told what to do by anybody, and I'm going to do what I need to do and what I came to do, which is God's will. And God's will ain't controlled by no cops, especially no corrupt cops. God's will is controlled by God. And that's what I'm a vessel of, is a vessel for God, and it's just that simple. So I'm really excited about it, to be honest, like super excited, because I already envision what, how real it's going to be, and and that's the point of, the film I'm trying to make is supposed to be called the Batman tapes. So the Batman tapes is a component of, it's supposed to have the real uh, video clips of me doing the real things, like when I get into altercations and all that in the street, all of that. It's supposed to have the real tapes put into the movie. I don't know if they're going to have to use an actor to play me. I don't know. But I can tell you one thing. Once I get like a Batmobile and a motorcycle and all that, and I create the bat suits that I want, and we really get everything going with Christina and I, it's going to be very easy to get this footage, and this footage is going to be golden. I mean, I'm talking about real stuff, not no movie fake acting. I'm talking about the real thing, and people are going to see what I'm about and what I bring to the table, and how I've been doing this for a minute, man. This ain't nothing new, bro. You just getting to see it now. You know what I mean? So it's going to be really exciting, bro. Other than that, I think it'll inspire a lot of people that are into Bruce Lee, martial arts, all that type of stuff, because that's kind of the lane that it's in. And it's a real thing, man. It's necessary. We
We also need someone that's going to strike fear in these leaders like Putin and all that. These dudes that are out of control that nobody is able to check them. And the reason why is because your government works with Putin, because it's all a secret society that runs the world or claims to run the world. They really don't run anything. They're just silly and they're delusional. That's the truth. But that's the thing. We have a lot of crazy people in these positions of fake power. But the point is, Batman will 100% be able to G check Putin. Yes, Batman has no jurisdiction. Batman literally, it doesn't matter who it is, Batman can G check anybody. That's the purpose of it. And it's necessary, because if not, that's how you get these out of control tyrannical leaders like that. You know what I mean? Who think that nobody can bully them or tell them what to do or scare them. You know what I mean? And Batman will scare anybody. I promise. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, like I said, that's what it's time for. That's what we need. And that's what I'm waiting on, man. So just understand, don't worry about what I'm doing. I'm going to be struggling. Maybe I may not. I don't know. I don't know how soon these blessings and this money coming. But I'm going to tell you what, as soon as it comes, as soon as I get this money, I mean, I'm talking like I'm coming hard, bro. I ain't coming to play. I'm coming hard. And I'm talking like the hardest I've ever come. Like, I'm trying to make a comeback that's like a mega epic megalodon proportions. Okay, I want the world to really recognize who I am now. I want people to really see, like, yeah, this dude ain't nothing to play with at all. This dude is nuts. You know what I mean? That's honestly what I want. I want to make a point at this point in time. I really do. So I just want people to see, like, you got regular human beings and you got gods, and that's what we are, man. And that's what Source told me. It said to say that pretty much, that we are gods, and we need to wake up and see that. All right. I'll talk to you in a minute. Christina, please message me right now. I'm going to fill you in on everything. I love you.